Abraham's big test. Abraham loved God with all his heart. He trusted him completely. For many years, Abraham and his wife Sarah had prayed for a child. And even though they were very old, God had made them a wonderful promise that they would have a son, and that through their family the whole world would be blessed. God kept his promise. Sarah had a baby boy, and they named him Isaac, which means laughter. Abraham and Sarah were filled with joy. They loved their son deeply, and Abraham thanked God every day for giving him Isaac. Isaac grew up strong and cheerful. He liked to walk with his father, listen to stories, and help with the animals. Abraham often looked at his son and remembered God's promise that one day Isaac's children and their children after them would become a great nation. One day, God decided to give Abraham a very important test. A test to show how much Abraham trusted him. God spoke to Abraham and said, "Abraham," and Abraham answered right away, "Here I am." Then God said something that must have surprised Abraham very much. He told Abraham to take Isaac to a faraway mountain that he would show him, and there Abraham was to offer Isaac to God. It was a very hard thing to hear. Isaac was Abraham's only son, the child of promise. But Abraham trusted God completely. He did not understand why God was asking this, but he believed that God's plans were always good, even when he could not see how. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and prepared for the journey. He took Isaac with him, along with 2 servants, and carried everything they needed. For 3 days, they walked toward the place God had shown him. On the 3rd day, Abraham looked up and saw the mountain in the distance. He told his servants, "Stay here with the donkey. Isaac and I will go up there to worship God, and then we will come back to you." Abraham placed the wood for the offering on Isaac's shoulders while he carried the fire and the knife. As they walked together, Isaac asked a question. "Father, we have the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the offering?" Abraham looked at his son with love and said, "God himself will provide the lamb, my son." They continued walking until they reached the place God had shown Abraham. There, Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood on it. Then he gently helped Isaac understand what God had asked him to do. Isaac trusted his father, and, just like Abraham, he trusted God too. Abraham was ready to obey God completely. But just as he lifted his hand, a voice called from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham, here I am," he answered. The voice said, "Do not harm the boy. Now I know that you truly trust me, because you are willing to give me your only son." Abraham looked up, and there, caught in a bush, was a ram. God had provided a substitute, just as Abraham had said. Abraham joyfully offered the ram instead of his son. His heart overflowed with gratitude. Abraham named that place, "The Lord will provide." And on that mountain, God repeated his promise, "Because you have obeyed me, I will bless you. Your children and their children after them will be as many as the stars in the sky. Through your family, all nations on earth will be blessed." Abraham and Isaac walked down the mountain together. Their hearts were full of peace and thankfulness. They had seen with their own eyes that God was faithful, that He keeps His promises and always provides a way.